Good morning and welcome to our morning meditation. I want to wish you a well and healthy morning this morning. Today we will be looking at what it is to reflect on civil disobedience and civil action, how to bring peace into that space. And we'll be beginning as we always do with a reading. And today our reading is from a Chinook Psalter, and I invite you to settle in as I share this reading with you. Ice Mountain melted years ago and made this ridge, this place of changes. Now we are rooted in it, we of the old ones, we of the new ones from afar. Oatgrass meadow, Douglas fir thicket, we are rooted in the ridge of changes in the time of changes. The winds carry strange smells in this day of change. Great ones above and below bless us. O shining one above, feed us with your light. O soft ones, sky darkeners, wash us with your raindrops. O powers above us, bless us with your gifts. For we reach up to you, branching wood and sap. O Mother Earth, from whom we grow, sandy gravel into whom our roots branch wood and sap deep down. Bless us in our night sleep, in our death and decay. Bless us, dark earth, as we give back that which we have received, as we make a forest of blessing, a ridge of blessing for the future to grow upon. I believe that if you speak out loud your wish of goodwill, your intention, something that you would like to honor, something that you would hold in your heart, that it gives it power. And therefore today I offer up all of those who are out protesting. I offer up they who are struggling for the rights of all people to be lifted so that all people share the same rights, that we uh, that we offer up those who are engaging in this world right now and taking extraordinary risk due to the violence that's being perpetrated on them by the police, by COVID-19, by other structures that are uh, trying to inhibit this uh, feeling, sense, need, and call for strength through verbalizing and voicing our right to live. So I hold up all of our protesters who are out there doing their best to make a difference as we go forward into our meditation today. I invite you now to speak the name of anyone you would like to honor at this moment, anyone you're holding in your heart, by speaking their name out loud in the space you're in, or to enter that name or person, uh, group, collective into our comments below. We speak of those that we carry in our hearts as a sign that we are connected We do this every day to show that our connection continues over time, and it doesn't begin or end with any particular time or space. Each day we do this with new people who join us from one day to the next. Some are here today, may not be here tomorrow. But we share in this community of trust as we go together every day that we come together as community. So now I bind all that has been made known to us and that which is held deeply in our hearts with the love and strength and power of this community gathered each day as we come together. I want to invite you now to, again, as always, take this time. And I always try to do this about this time so you can move or prep or change your positioning in case if you're new with us or in case you were just, as we get started, you're not quite settled in. So, but I want you to take this time to really find a place where you can be settled in. And we'll go ahead and we'll start with some stretching. So I'll invite you to connect your body with our reflection today as we come into prayer position. I invite you then to raise your hands above your head, pushing your hands back. Press your elbows back as far as you can, tightening up your shoulder blades, stretching out your chest. I'm going to stretch your elbows out and stretch your arms out as high as you can at this point. Okay, so straight as you can. Then as we open your hands up, keep them as straight as you can. And trying not to bend your elbows as little, or try to bend your elbows as little as possible. And then bring your arms down, again, fully extended as you can. Shake your wrists out, shake your forearms out. Again, tighten up your shoulder blades a little bit. Just let your body kind of connect with itself right now and focus on that connection. And then we'll bring our arms down. And we'll just rest for a second on center. Invite you to we'll pull and stretch our necks to the right. Pull your neck to the right. Just sit here and relax into that for a second. Come to center. Do it to your left. Come back to center. Pull your head forward. Come back to center. And your head back. And back to center. I want you to just settle in these next few moments. Our source of meditation today is going to be a reflection on protest, reflection on what it is to experience that. If maybe some of you have been out to a protest or a rally or a march, and some people have never done this experience. So I want to kind of walk you through that experience as we do our meditation time today. And it's really rooted in the fact that Denard and I went to the Capitol yesterday and participated in the protest there. So I want to just invite you to begin to breathe with me as we begin this meditation time together. So we'll take a deep breath in. And out. A deep breath in. And out. A deep breath in. And out. deep breath in and out. I want you to just walk with me today in this meditation time. So I'm going to invite you to reflect on uh, what it is to go to a protest and what it is to just be in that space. So if you'll just close your eyes and start to envision this space, and we'll just go together. So as you get ready to leave your house, you prepare all of your things that you need to take with you. You think about the clothing you're wearing. What is the messaging that you have with you? Do you need a backpack? Do you need to take baking soda or milk or water with you because you may be tear gassed or pepper sprayed? What type of clothing should you wear? Pants? Do you need shoes where you can move quickly? I probably shouldn't wear the sandals that I was going to wear. The shirt that I have on, should I wear my collar, my Roman collar? Should I wear a standing on the side of love shirt? What do these things say about me? By going to this protest, what is my motivation? Am I going there as an ally? Am I going there as one of the actually marginalized protesters? What is my role? Will I recognize when I get there? Is my role to lead or to follow? I pack all of this up. I grab my backpack. I get into my car. We're now driving down and thinking about all the things that could possibly be happening, but also the practical. Where will we park? Will it be safe? Who will be there that we know? All of this is running through your mind. As you're arriving, there's a greater sense of anxiety. You're not familiar with the area or the space. You're not familiar with the people. Who will be there? Will people be wanting to achieve peace and voice? Or will people want to incite others to violence and anger? Will the media be there to document? Will you be able to document? All of this is weighing on your heart, weighing in your mind as you're driving and as you're preparing to enter that space. You arrive, and as you're pulling in and trying to find parking, you're seeing all the graffiti, boarded up windows, boarded up buildings. You struggle not to judge as you enter that space. You struggle to remember that that graffiti, that boarded up space, is sacred space. It tells a story. It tells a pain. It tells of a life. It tells of a community that is broken and beaten, but still trying to find love and growth and freedom. As you get out of the car, you walk up to the space, you're walking down the street, you put your mask on, you're looking around, and you see one gentleman scrubbing down some walls where there had been graffiti on his business. As you continue to walk up, you approach the space where you're going to engage in this protest and sharing your voice and solidarity. There's more graffiti, there's more broken windows. You continue to walk up, and as you're walking up, you start to hear the chants, the song of the people, the sacred song that calls for freedom, the sacred song that calls for justice. You approach the space. It's unfamiliar. Your anxiety is raised. But you also feel the space and feel the energy in the space you're in. And you realize that this is sacred space. As you continue to walk up, you see people engaging, celebrating life, moving forward with justice, recognizing that the divine is present. Whether they understand it in that concept, you know that you are part of creating the beloved community out of the divine presence that is there. You continue to hear the song of the people, the chant for freedom. You have arrived. I invite you to rest with this image for just a moment or two. blessed be. I want to thank you for being here today. I hope that you take this time to meditate and to reflect on this kind of meditation or guided meditation process as we go forward in these times of protest. We realize that these are, in many ways, this is sacred space. In sacred space, throughout the ages, we have seen loss of life. In sacred space, we see prayer, we hear song, we see people gathered in celebration and tears. And that's what sacred space is. But sacred space isn't always pretty. It comes with struggle. So I want you to, as we see these images that come through, and we choose to, some of us engage in these spaces, to remember that we are entering sacred space. That a protest space, a space where the people come together to sing a song of freedom, is sacred space. And I ask that you honor that space, that you, as we promote these spaces, whether it be on social media or our language or how we engage others, that we remember that we are speaking of sacred space. So I invite you, as always, to take these thoughts with you today, and I invite you to let me know if you have other intentions, if you would like to engage other types of spiritual practice, that you share those with me. And please let me know how I can be of more service. As always, when we close our time together, I want to remind us that we are connected and we believe in that connection. That we send peace into this ever troubled and violent and hurting world. That we recognize that every time we engage someone else, we engage sacred space, as we recognize the divine in each and every one of us. And we send love and bless and wish goodwill on the world, as we say together, Amen, Amin, Shalom, Salam, Namaste, and blessed be.